So my brother wants
Hi.
Nutella, so I'm giving him some. Say hi.
Hi.
Yum, girl, he went through this whole thing by himself. I swear we just bought this yesterday too. And look at it. It's halfway through. You ate all of this, boo-boo?
No.
Good. Don't play with me.
Yeah.
Oh, you got your hand dirty, boo-boo.
Yes.
But yes, he ate this, and yeah, don't drop it on the computer. How much? Let's look at the nutritional facts. Let's look at the nutritional facts, guys. And also, if you guys want to comment down below anything, feel free to say anything. Unless it's mean, then don't keep your opinion to yourself. Right? I look like I'm very like if I'm drowsy and like that because I haven't been feeling well. This is, by the way, the same day as my previous video, but I just felt like recording another video, so I'm recording right now. But what was I saying? I'm talking like I'm drowsy because I feel a little weird. Here, boo-boo, move. Santitos, muévete. Muévete, boo-boo. I just feel a little bit weird, so yes, right now, let me just read this. Wait a second. Girl, good show. So this is made of sugar, palm oil, hazelnuts, skim milk. Ooh, that's good. You can eat this.
Yes.
Yay, because he's lactose intolerant, so he can't drink milk and stuff like that. So it's good that this has skim milk. Yay. And then lectin as an emulsifier, vanilla and artificial flavor. And it also contains tree nuts. Oh, it has milk. So yeah. Well, that's the skim milk, I think. Yeah. So this is 200 calories for 2 tablespoons, 21 milligrams or 21 grams of sugar. So yeah, it really smells good. I've tried Nutella before. It's good. You just can't eat too much of it because then it gets weird and it doesn't taste good when you eat a lot of it. That's with anything, but yeah. Guys, I'm just trying to spend... What the hell did I just say? Just kidding. I'm just trying to pass time, and that's why I'm on here, like, trying to... Okay, sorry, no more, because you're gonna drop. That's why I'm on here. On my computer making videos, because this is like my way to cope with what I'm going through right now, and the way my head's been feeling a little just all over the place. Like when I close my eyes, I see white spots, and I'm not like schizophrenic. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, but I'm not that, but like when I close my eyes, I see like white spots and stuff. Like, you know how you're supposed to see, like how I used to see black back then, like anybody else, but now it's like white spots and stuff. And it's just, it's been rough, but yeah, that's why I'm talking in a very slow pace, slow tone, and stuff. Cause it's my way to talk about what I'm going through. And right now, I'm just here with my baby brother. Say hi. Say hi, Bubba. So, this looks funny. It looks like a spider put its fangs inside of my right here. It put its fangs right there and then it left. But that's not what happened. That's just a razor cut. What's this? I've had the worst allergy though, guys. Look at my eyes. They're like really like red and stuff. I feel like I'm like cross-eyed or something. There's nothing wrong with that, but like for some reason I feel like my eyes are like not looking in the same direction. If anyone is watching this, tell me how you guys have been going on about life. How are you guys feeling? I just want you guys to know that life is something that we need to appreciate because we only have one life and then we don't get another one. Something to think about whenever you're feeling sad. Remember that you only have one life, so why would you be sad with that one life you have? You get what I'm saying? Why would you want that for yourself? I don't think I'm a bad person. I don't think I'm the best person in the world. But I mean, I've gone through so much these past 3 months that like it makes me feel like I should be like a bad person to go through this or something. But who knows if it's what God is wanting to do. Maybe it's what God wants. Maybe it's I'm not sure. But maybe God did this for a reason. Maybe he wanted me to learn something. But you guys, I want to talk about something that's not talked about, I think. And maybe it is talked about, but something that always, or especially after everything has happened, something that I find very interesting is something that I've had in my mind for a bit, is that why a lot of gay people have anxiety or depression. Because my mom, her cousin has a son who I think would be considered my second cousin or something. I'm not sure. But he has, you know, I don't know, but I know that he's also gay, and I just know that us gay people sometimes we don't know it ourselves. Like, I didn't know until this happened, but how much being gay affects the way you grow up and the way you are. Like, a lot. Because when you're gay, sometimes when it's obvious, um, like as a kid, I used to have my really funny, bold, feminine, feminine, and flamboyant personality, but it wasn't, I didn't do it on purpose or anything. I was just a kid, and I just talked funny, I guess, to some people, and they just knew that something about me was different. And as a kid, for me, being myself was scary. You know, being myself, like just being myself, was just scary. Sorry, but this is like a little what is this? It looks like it's like from the couch. It's I don't know how to explain it, but it's something. But yes, look at it. Ooh, it fell. But you know, being gay, I had a lot of anxiety and what, boo? Whoa, ooh, you need to go clean up, girl. Go clean up, boo boo.
I'm gonna clean my
And by the way, I said girl. He's my brother, but I just talk like that sometimes, so I don't say it like I've like gotten used to it, so that's why it's like so natural right now. But being gay as a kid, you don't think about the way you act. You just act like you just are you. And it's just sometimes scary to even be yourself because kids are like they just say things that are in their head, and you know when they tell you like, oh, why do you act like that, or like say things like, oh, you act like a girl, these things, like, they hurt you, but you're a kid, so you don't have the maturity, or you don't have the wiseness or whatever to like be like, oh, I mean, they're just like, it just hurts you. So you're scared to be yourself, and you start to have anxiety, because you know that something about you, perhaps the way you talk or the way you act, isn't what people are used to and what they like, or not what they like, but it's not what it's harder for you to um, have friends because you know you get treated bad for being yourself, and when you are yourself, they tell you things and it makes you feel bad. So I think a lot of gay people go through a lot of, I mean, we go through so much, even as kids, because sometimes when it's obvious, as a kid, that you're gay or something, people tell you things, and you don't even know that those things are like what's different about you. Like, you're just being yourself, and you don't notice until someone points it out. So back then, I didn't know that having like that I had like a high pitched voice, or that I talked a certain way, or I sat a certain way, or something like that. And I remember as a kid, like in middle school, I would be like just in the gym, and people would just it would be like an all boys gym, obviously. It would be like all boys, and I remember I had like people, like some boys, like I wouldn't even be doing anything. Like when we would play like kickball or something, I would be standing in the line of kickball, and like I wouldn't even be able to do. First of all, someone one day we were playing kickball, and I was breathing, and this boy said, "Why are you breathing down my neck or something?" Because everybody knew I was like different, because like you could tell, kind of, and he was like, and everybody was just like kind of like attacking me and stuff, and it's hard because I wasn't even fucking doing anything. Like I was literally standing there. So yeah. And on top of that, I was chubby too. So I was a chubby kid, and I was a gay kid. So I was hella like bullied, kind of low key. Because even as a chubby kid, you're bullied by boys or girls. Because even when you wash your hands, good job. Because even when you're a kid and you act funny, or like you act like all different and stuff. I had friends that were girls, but I mean, I was still even bullied as being a chubby kid, like so. Yeah, that's why a lot of kids that are like gay and stuff like that um, have anxiety, and I had a lot of anxiety. And now that I think about it, and have you ever noticed? Yeah, and it's like that was back then. Now I think we're more accepting for sure, but back then it was definitely an issue. So, um, yeah. What was I gonna say? I'm chewing on this, so I shouldn't do that. I feel very like I'm sitting on a cloud of of brain fog or something. Like I just don't feel like my brain is clear, and I don't feel like I can think normally, and it's weird. I'm scared, you guys, that I mean, these weeks, these months have been the hardest months. I mean, they've completely changed the person that I was. Like, I'm not the same person that I was 4 months ago. Um, Mindset wise, my mindset has changed so much because I was doing this diet, um, and it was a really good diet with a nutritionist and stuff. And I was doing a challenge, and I was too hard on myself, and I drank some caffeine, and then I meditated, and then after my meditation, I worked at a hospital, and me and my mom were working at the hospital, and I just felt very weird. And I walked to the emergency room, and I felt like I was in attended to right. They kind of turned it down sign. They kind of treated it like it was a joke or something. Not like it was a joke, but I mean the guy at the front desk, when I was telling him how horrible like how weird I felt and like I needed help, like he just told me to sit down. And yeah, so I was like I can't sit down, and then they took me to an emergency room, and they didn't really even treat me really. Like all they did was like tell me ask me like they literally did the bare minimum, I believe. And then they just let me go. I don't want to explain the whole story because I've explained this story to a lot of people. And I'm not exaggerating, to my therapist, my mother, my dad, um, just so many people. And I just don't want to explain it anymore because it gets a little tiring and it's just a lot. It's funny because I was trying. I make so many jokes about this situation. Like, I'll tell my mom, like, it's funny because I try to better my life, but I ended up kind of like ruining it. So that was kind of funny because I've had thoughts where I was like I'm not even depressed or nothing. I'm not sad or happy or anything. I'm just kind of like getting through right now because I just don't want to get too TMI into it, but um I'm not sad, but I'm so scared about my health that sometimes I'm just like I might as well just end it, despite me saying I need to be appreciative about life and stuff. Sometimes it feels like there's no way out of this and it feels like a big nightmare. But I'm praying to God a lot. And I won't stop praying to God because, I mean, at the end of the day, He's the only one that we're gonna see when we die. When we die, God is the one we're gonna meet. He's the one that is gonna be like the one that we meet and stuff. And I used to not talk about God before the panic attacks that happened. And I used to not even think about God that much. And I thought I was fine because we don't think that we need God until we're at a horrible place. And then that's when we need God. So tell me right now if you guys think that what I'm saying is the truth. Like, I mean, we're when I was good, um, I wasn't praying to God like that, and I didn't think that I needed Him, but we do need God. Because you ever think about how when we die, like we're gonna see Him, and He's the one that, you know. So it's like, might as well create a relationship with Him right now. Because I don't know how someone could see the world with any meaning or anything without God, because I've been through a lot that has made me kind of look at the world a little differently, and I just am saying right now that God is such an important um he's so important into our lives and stuff. He's important. um he's like a huge thing, obviously. Did I just say that? I'm sorry, guys. I'm like dozing off a little. But yeah. Um but it's hard when you feel, you know how ugly it is to feel so powerless over a situation. Um and to feel powerless and to feel like the only way out of this situation is to just get it over with, and not in a like, not because it's like so crazy because I'm not like sad and I'm just trying to end the pain. It's like I'm literally like the physical things that I'm going through and the mistake that I made and the huge freaking mistake that fucking like changed the way I viewed the world. Like, I'm sorry for cussing, but um it like made me second guess life and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It made me think like, you know what? Why am I here? Because it seems like, well, how is this happening to me? I've been having, after the panic attack, a lot of complications. Like, I'm feeling sometimes pressure. I feel like my temples are shaking and just a lot of things. And the panic attacks, plural, because it's two attacks, not just one. One was on March 8th, which by the way, the attacks changed the way I viewed the world. Yeah.